Here are some of the biggest W's, the biggest successes in Marvel history. Yesterday, I talked about some of their biggest fumbles, their biggest flops, so it's only right that I bring up some of their big W's, because if I'm being honest, Marvel is way more highs than lows. Hey, I'm already about to do some yapping on the other side of this, so let's get straight into it. First things first though, I got a couple honorable mentions, with it first being Captain America Civil War. I mean, the fact that this movie even exists has to be one of Marvel's biggest W's. My other honorable mention has gotta be that they brought the 3 Spider-Men together on the big screen. This is just a moment that will live in time forever. Niggas will be talking about this 50 years from now when we're all 80 and we're like talking to our grandkids, we're like, oh my gosh, they brought the 3 Spider-Man on screen. I remember it. It came right when the time we needed it to, in the peak of COVID. Oh my gosh. This movie is generational. This is a moment that will live forever. At number 5, for me, it is the ending of the Infinity Saga. Yes, Infinity War and Endgame. Like, when you think about it in theory, both of those movies shouldn't work. The amount of characters in those movies, it was insane. There was like 50 characters that we followed in it, and everyone got the shine. Everyone got the box. Everyone looked dope as shit. Those movies shouldn't have been as good as they were, and they were amazing. Yes, Endgame has some problems, but Infinity War is tight-knit. The movie is compelling as fuck. It's rewatchable as shit. I mean, it's a tad bit long, but it flies by. The last 40 minutes of Endgame is some of the best 40 minutes in all of cinema history. The movie's made billions of dollars in merch, in movie sales. It made mega stars that are all over Hollywood to this day. And up to this point, at least, it is still the biggest movie event in history. Number 4 for me has got to be getting the rights back to the Fox characters. This was so goddamn needed, bro. We needed the X-Men to come back. We needed the Fantastic Four to come back, especially. Disney snagging up Fox and getting all their characters back basically means they have everyone under their belt except for Spider-Man, because Sony is never selling Spider-Man. They need Spider-Man, I'm gonna be honest. Now everything is on the table. The cards are completely flipped. The X-Men are available. The Fantastic Four are available. We can see Wolverine versus Hulk. We can see Avengers versus X-Men. Anything is possible now that Disney acquired Fox, and that is great for us. Because let's keep it a band. If they didn't get the X-Men, if they didn't get the Fantastic Four, they would have been capped a little bit. I mean, they could have gone deep into the cobwebs and done some shit. They could have done some cosmic stuff, some Nova Corps stuff, but we needed the X-Men and we need a Fantastic Four in the MCU. Let's just keep it a band. I mean, think about it. This is going to give us stories, movies, TV shows, video games for the next 10, 20 years. Number 3, I got rewriting Thanos' character to not be obsessed with death. If you don't know, essentially in the comics, from what I know at least, I'm not a comic lore god. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't take everything I say as the gospel. But from the videos that I've seen, from what I've read, Thanos is obsessed with death, Lady Death in the comics, and that's the whole reason that he gets the Infinity Stones, gets the gauntlet and all that jazz. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm glad that Marvel, I'm glad that Disney realized, that would be kind of a shitty story to write in the MCU. And they scrapped that essentially and made him want everything to be balanced. And that is one of the best character rewrites of all time, to be honest. It would have been cool seeing him be a savage and do a bunch of crazy simp shit, be evil as shit just to impress Lady Death, but let's keep it a band. The Thanos that we got in live action is a great rendition of his character. Is it the most comic accurate? No, but hey, sometimes that's a good thing. I know it's gonna piss the comic people off, but hey, y'all need to hear it. Salt date. 2 for me has got to be putting the trust, putting all their faith into Robert Downey Jr. and making him the lead of Iron Man. Marvel took the chance on RDJ, who was going through some legal issues, going through some, I'm not even going to get into it. That's his business, not mine. You feel what I'm saying? But they put their faith in this man and he paid them back in full. It's to the point where it's hard for me to envision anyone else being Iron Man. That is how good RDJ was in this role. So captivating. He was so interesting. He was so compelling in this role that he was able to make a hell of money and he was able to kickstart an entire universe. All the pressure in the world was on RDJ to capitalize on his role, and he did that and then some. There's a reason why he's Marvel's sweetheart, Marvel's darling to this day, and he deserves it. At number 1 for me, it's got to be renegotiating the Sony deal and getting Tom Holland to come back as Spider-Man. There was a point in time where Sony and Disney were not working out. They were not feeling each other. They broke up. You feel what I'm saying? And it took Tom Holland, drunk as hell, calling the CEO of Sony, the CEO of Disney, telling them, hey, we need Spider-Man. Not just me, but y'all need Spider-Man. Y'all miss out on billions. Hey, that shit worked, because it was soon after that it was reported that they renegotiated the deal and they were able to bring Tom Holland back for the movies that we needed him in the most. I genuinely cannot imagine Infinity War and Endgame without Tom Holland Spider-Man. Like, that is so weird that we almost got that. Then, of course, we got his whole trilogy, including No Way Home, and now we got his new trilogy on the way. Like, if they didn't play ball back then, we wouldn't have got some great ass moments. Let's keep it a band. In my opinion, at least, Spider-Man is key. He is integral to the MCU. I think Spider-Man is the heart of the MCU. So keeping Tom Holland in it was a major success in my opinion. Hey, that's my list of some of Marvel's biggest dubs. I could have kept going, but I didn't want to just keep saying movies and casting and stuff like that. I just tried to throw a 5 and shout out Kevin Feige as well. But hey, I want to know y'all opinions in the comments down below. What do you think some of Marvel's biggest W's are? Let's talk about this in the comments down below, man, because you know we got to talk about it. Sample.